Okay, so there's a couple cool things you want to learn to be able to do on your keyboard on your iPad. And the first thing is to turn it into a trackpad. And trackpad just means that you're more easily able to move around your cursor. So if I put one finger on my spacebar and hold it, you'll see my keyboard goes gray. Now when I do this, I can easily move my cursor wherever I need to on my document. This is a great thing for you, and especially to show your students, so when they're typing something big, it's way easier to be able to put your cursor exactly where you need it to go. So again, you touch your spacebar, hold it, it grays out the keyboard, and now you have a trackboard. Another thing you want to be able to do is just to be able to split your screen. And to do that, you're going to put two fingers onto your keyboard and just actually swipe it apart. And this way, if you or students are better thumb typers, you can easily split your screen. You can see some things in the middle sometimes that maybe you weren't able to see. So some students will like this option. To get that back to normal, you just take your fingers and squeeze it back. Another thing, if you tap and hold on the little keyboard icon in the bottom right corner, you'll get the option to also split it here. So you could split it that way and put it back together. The other thing you can do is to have, if you ever see a floating keyboard, so this way you can have your keyboard just in the corner and not necessarily over your whole screen. And again, sometimes that works when you're typing on something where you can't see the bottom of the screen. So to do that, again, I'm just going to get my keyboard showing. I'm going to tap and hold, and I can do the undock where it's floating. I can put it back to docking it. I can have a floating keyboard, or I can have just the split keyboard. So those are some great options. One other option is the alternate key on your keyboard, and a lot of your keys, if you tap and hold, you will get options of another letter or some of the accents that you might not otherwise know how to get. If I tap, for example, on my question mark, I get some things here. So you don't necessarily know which ones go with what, but you can tap and find out. And then when you find the ones you use, you'll just have to remember where they are, I guess. So again, you tap and hold a key, and you get the optional keys. You can dock your keyboard or float it, and you can have a great moving cursor. So those are some great keyboard tips and tricks.